it feels like they might have some players back. You know, he's sort of said, he's hinted that some lads might run around. I've got this thing in my head where it's like, you've got a number of players and like for weeks, that number's just been going down for us. And at some point, it's got to start coming back up, and maybe this is the week where it'll start being, you know, we're no longer -9 to go to -10. We might go -10 to -8 and then -6. And who knows what we'll do.
It's funny what you start accepting or taking as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's a bit like when you go out and have a few beers and then you wake up, you're like, oh, I don't feel too bad. I'll take that as a hangover. I feel like we've got like that with injuries. We're like, oh, we got one centre-half.
Mighty Reds in contention, come on.
Yeah. So, I mean, Thiago, we've all just written him off, forgot about him. You know, didn't sign, play for Bayern. Play for Bayern on Saturday. But, you know, but having Trent back is really nice, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And then, Naby Keita. Oh, that'd be nice.
Naby Keita, we've got a Naby Keita knocking around.
Yeah.
What's he going to do? Where's he going to run?
How long will it last?
I mean, there's thank you. You want to just take that mood right down and drive it into the floor. Nah, they've got to at some point get players back.
Yeah.
Like at some point it's got to turn.
I keep thinking, if this is happening to us now, it will happen to other teams somewhere else in the season when we're better off. Especially when all the COVID cases were coming in, you know, people being off because of COVID. And I thought, well, get it all out the way now when we're still just managing to tick over and just cling on. But I've stopped believing that now because it didn't stop for us and it didn't start for anyone else. So,
I mean, it really started for Newcastle, to be fair.
Yeah, it's really, last couple of weeks now I'm thinking, okay, bit of retribution, but not enough. Not enough.
They've got to find their way through this little bit still, but they've had ages. They haven't had ages for most football teams. Wolves have had longer, but for them, they've had absolutely ages here. This is about the biggest break they get.
Yeah, 5 days. I mean, Tuesday to Sunday. I mean, a manager would have took that every week. He'll take it every week. It feels like a significant amount of time compared to what they've been working with. I didn't catch much of the press conference today, but I believe he had a little bit of a dig, didn't he, at Gary Neville and Carragher, that exchange, didn't he, on Monday Night Football, where I think Neville was saying it's not an exceptional season. It's just one of the wildest things anyone's ever said. It's the most exceptional season. I think the manager, he will continue to use the adversity thing for as long as he can. And I think that's something the players for me have clearly bought into. That thing where you can say, if you win this one, if you get over the line this season, it will go down as the greatest one. And it will, because they're dealing with all kinds. There's the pandemic, there's the VAR stuff, there's the lack of players. It doesn't get referenced enough by the media, just how many players Liverpool are missing. We know how many they're missing. It's always Van Dijk and Gomez. There's been so much more than that. All the fringe lads who you're looking to bring in to cover the boss lads, none of them have been available either. So it feels like
Newcastle, even though Jurgen's had a look into side of his shite.
He's been off for 20 minutes.
So no more of that.
But you've got this game on Sunday, and Wolves are they're a good side. I think they're a team that, if I'm watching them as a neutral, I'm looking at them going, I want a little bit more from you. I think there's been games where they've not gone for the throat when they probably could have done. Man City beginning the season being one. Yes, I know it's Man City, but they would have got something that night if they'd really put the foot to the floor early doors. They wait for the last half an hour. At Arsenal, they change the shape, don't they? They go forward at the back, and I think that probably says more about Arsenal than anything else. But it'll be interesting to see what they do. But no, Gibbo, you said there, if Trent's back, that's a huge boost for the Reds.
I think the formation thing's interesting in terms of this gap, because 4-2-3-1 hasn't quite clicked for us yet this season, and you keep having a look at it, don't they? And it's undoubtedly a way that allows us to get more good players on the pitch at the moment, because, you know, you've got defenders, you know, we joked before, it's whoever's around, who's ever played defence is there at the moment, whereas the forwards, we've got an embarrassment of riches, and there's been times this season where Origi and Minamino haven't even made the bench, and so I understand why they want to keep persevering with the front four, if you like, because they're all very, very good at footy.
I think he does it again.
I think so, because what I'm saying is, with this little gap, it gives us a little bit more time to work on shape, to work on passages of play, and just to sort of, you know, they'll have Wednesday off, I would imagine, but Thursday, Friday, you know, to have a little more of a look at it. Obviously Saturday, you know, is a bit more of a calmer session, but you can look at sort of shape, and I just hope that you see a bit more of it, because there's no reason why it shouldn't work.
Fancy telling Curtis he's not playing.
It's a squad game. Who knows? Who said it wasn't picking?
No. I think that's the.
He's been number 9.
I was thinking about the team before coming in, and I agree. I think it might be 4-2-3-1, and I think it might be, if it's Wijnaldum and Henderson, as I'd expect it to be, if they're fit enough to go again. And then you've got the 4 lads. It's probably Curtis who doesn't make this one, which will be some conversation, because I think he expects to play every single game, doesn't he? Fair play to him.